1587, the coast of what is now North Carolina. Over 100 men, women, and children land on Roanoke Island, ready to build a new English settlement in the New World. 3 years later, when supply ships return, the colony has vanished. No houses, no bodies, no signs of struggle. Only a single word carved into a wooden post, Croatoan. To this day, no one knows for certain what happened. This is the story of the Lost Colony of Roanoke, America's first unsolved mystery. The Roanoke venture was the vision of Sir Walter Raleigh, who hoped to establish England's first permanent colony in North America. In 1587, over 115 colonists, men, women, and children, set sail under Governor John White. Among them was White's own daughter, Eleanor Dare, who gave birth to Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the New World. The colony symbolized hope, but danger lurked in every direction. The land was harsh. Relations with native peoples were uneasy, sometimes friendly, often hostile. Supplies were limited, and the colonists were dependent on England's support. By late 1587, White sailed back to England for resupply, promising to return quickly. But fate had other plans. White's return was delayed by war. England and Spain were locked in conflict, and the Spanish Armada threatened the very survival of his homeland. It would be 3 long years before John White could make the dangerous voyage back across the Atlantic. When he finally returned in 1590, he rushed ashore, desperate to see his daughter, granddaughter, and the colony he had left behind. What he found was chilling. The settlement was deserted. The houses dismantled. There were no signs of a battle, no bodies, no graves. It was as if the colonists had simply walked away. The only clue, the word Croatoan carved into a post, and the letters CRO etched into a nearby tree. What happened to the lost colony? For more than 400 years, historians and archaeologists have debated. Theory 1, integration. Some believe the colonists sought help from friendly native tribes, possibly the Croatoan people, and were absorbed into their communities. Oral histories among several native groups suggest that Europeans did join their villages. Theory 2, relocation. Others argue the colonists attempted to move inland toward the Chesapeake Bay, but perished along the way from starvation, disease, or conflict. Theory 3, hostile attack. It's possible they were killed by rival tribes or even Spanish forces patrolling the coast. Yet the lack of evidence, no signs of massacre, makes this less likely. Theory 4, starvation and dispersal. With no resources, they may have simply abandoned the settlement, splitting into small groups that scattered and were lost to history. Archaeological digs on Roanoke and nearby islands have uncovered tantalizing clues, European tools, pottery, and artifacts that suggest contact and blending with native peoples. But nothing has ever confirmed the colony's final fate. The lost colony has become legend. Virginia Dare is celebrated in folklore as a symbol of innocence and possibility. Writers, historians, and even conspiracy theorists have kept the mystery alive. For England, Roanoke was a failure, but it did not end the dream. Less than 20 years later, another colony would rise in Jamestown, Virginia. This time, it would endure. Roanoke, however, remains a haunting reminder of the risks and uncertainties of early colonization. More than 4 centuries later, the question remains, what really happened on Roanoke Island? Did the colonists survive, living on in the bloodlines of native communities? Or did they vanish without a trace, their story swallowed by time? Until undeniable evidence is found, Roanoke will remain what it has always been, America's first great mystery.